Welcome back to V-Belt and Son. If you guys have been following the channel for a little while, you'll know that this Kubota is pretty much our main squeeze that goes to every single job, and you also know that it rarely ever makes it back to the yard so that we can do any kind of maintenance on it. You know, we do it when it's required to do the maintenance. In negotiations for possible new machine, but at the end of the day, this Grapple is pretty shot. Could use good rebuild on it. Depending on what options we go with, I think I'm going to order another one of these exact Grapples. Nonetheless, this one's got over 3,000 hours on it. It's done really well. Still working, but needs some welds done on it. So now that I got it here at the house, I think I'm going to go ahead and give this thing an oil change. Hope I got a filter in stock, but I'm going to go ahead and grind out some of these cracks on the Grapple and weld them up. But I got to get her unloaded first. It just makes life a little bit easier taking her off the trailer. This pretty often. These are speed binders. They don't pay me to tell you guys what binders they are, to show them off or anything. It's just an awesome binder, and you know, speed binders, check them out. This will make people upset. First order of business to get the oil starting to drain. Hydraulic level oil, still good, despite this little oil leak that we picked up. Storm damage cleanup job, it's actually leaking pretty good now. I hope it just got bumped by a branch and rotated the fitting and it started to leak. There we go, done with that. Done with that. Get back in your home. What's he say? Got the go handle on her. Put it back in its home. Good to go. Now, what in the world? Is it 1 inch? No, we'll have to go back to the next side. See if we... Oh, how did that even get loose that much? Look at that. What? Half a turn loose? Clocked like the other one is. Sometimes you almost go, did somebody mess with that? All right. Oil filter for the little blue guy. Fuel filter for 12 valve. What's that? What's that? Big X. Dang. Might not have one. Might have to go to the store. Shoot. I hate having to go to the parts store. What's that one? Why am I that low on the filters? We got some up here. Nope, that's not the filter spot. Dang it. On a video a couple weeks ago, I ended up losing a line for a slight little rubbage. Got the old electrical tape keeping it away from hitting over there. But I broke a couple bolts right here. Bent this top plate, but now this thing is... I mean, I bent it back as best I could on site, but now it acts as a big lock washer and gives a little tension to it. Then it only had 4 bolts holding it, so I added 2 more that actually had holes to accommodate adding more bolts. Little things like, well, all this, for instance, my little, oh, you guys got a nice little unit. This is all built in house. We built all this, put this on here so that we could, mainly it was to protect these hoses, but this acts as something that I can heel the whole Grapple and grab, you know, up in a tree, because it's very difficult to do that when you got a dangle Grapple. That puts it into a 2-dimensional kind of fix, not a, you know, 3-dimensional. But anyway, notice that she's cracked right there. Real cracked bad on there. I'm not going to go ahead and drain the oil since I've got a filter to change it out. So I'm going to pass on that for now so that I can grind and fix this side and then rotate the Grapple to fix the other side. But for 3,000 hours, Grapple's been like outstanding. Check this out. I got the little grinder set up next to the vise right here. I got one with the regular grinding wheel, cutoff wheel, and then the mobile guy. This guy usually ends up getting multiple options. I got these little holder uppers that seem to be pretty good for holding up a grinder. Just dollar store. They come in. Oh, there's some more right there. Come in a pack of like 3. There's a problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there a little bit and actually stand for something. And then I went ahead and put a crosser on it so that it's got something to, if it does crack again or whatever, it's just got some side pull, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't upgraded the welder yet. I will note that this whole Grapple quick coupler thing, CNC plasma cam, cut that out in-house. We welded all this in, all this, the whole U-joint, everything with this welder. So, and countless other attachments, and this thing has really been put through the ringer. It gets used to pretty much the max every single day, and it has showed no weakness really on the welds up there. I'm fixing other stuff that we didn't build. That was all us up there. Still going strong. Turn on the fan. Ourselves a technical difficulty. Tip got clogged. We don't want that. Trying to do a decent weld, you know, if your wire's going, makes it look like crap. Well, that's a success. Got the main cut, a couple cross patterns. It'll be like spider web. It's got more surface area, different directions for it to grab. That'll help the overall strength of the unit. Spray this on while it's nice and hot. Really soak it in. Nope, and it, oh, almost got some slag on that one. That's fine. That helps the bonding process right there. Yep. ICM Grapple. I'm gonna go out there and move some rocks around and stuff. I got some different decorative kind of things going on. Been running the big Cabelco. Setting some stones rather than these cinder blocks I got in front of the house. Trying to make it look a little more pleasing when you come rolling in the driveway. But still trying to keep it safe because they're right in the corner. And I don't want anybody skipping out on the corner and coming down here and visiting me while I'm welding on something. By the way, if you're going to be welding inside the shop, I suggest having some kind of a current going through it with fresh air coming in and pushing the crap air out, because it get toxic real quick, especially if you don't do your complete prep work, kind of like I just did. There's some paint still on it. That stuff, that'll mess you up. Well, let's see if the old girl will pick up some of those Buddha rocks out there. Nope. that's not a small rock. Let's try getting a smaller one. Dang, even that one's not that small. This machine, the most I've actually lifted with a log in this grapple on record was 7,000 pounds. And that's about all of the grapple when it was relatively new. That's all it wanted to pick up based on the relief valve and circuitry and this and that. Going back and forth on when that new machine shows up, I really like the angle grapple for everyday use, but there's been quite a few jobs, steep slopes and stuff, where it'd be nice to have a fixed grapple so that you can actually rely on helping you stop. I mean, I can still use this thing to push and pull me around and stuff, but it takes a little bit of talent, I would say. It'd be ideal to have both, just saying. So if I bought another one of these grapples for this machine, retrofitted so it fits a Takuchi and it fits this one, however way we got to do that. That is a heavy rock. And I got my phone line right there. Part of this rock broke off, but it's, oh man, it's breaking all over. Kind of looks cool for address sign or something. What I'm doing is, all these rocks are up around the corner. These are the three I just grabbed from back behind us. But I just had a bunch of these cinder blocks. As I reported to the last owner, well, I own this whole corner and all over, yeah. But it's kind of open to the public, and people are starting to make flea markets here. And I mean, yeah, shutting down a flea market for the public, you know, that's whatever. But it comes to a liability issue and stuff, letting people on your property. So he put all these cinder blocks up. I put the fence up because, well, people were going down there and stealing gas jugs and messing with stuff. And yeah, so I want to get rid of these cinder blocks, put the rocks there because it looks so much nicer. Had this one up as a gate post, but I think I got a bunch more cedar logs. I'm going to make something like I did right there. All nice. So that's what our game plan is right here. Something different for the gate. Take this guy's head off. Need some RPM. I think we found a rock or something. Yeah. 16th hitting probably gold bar. That's right, it's just pushing through it. I don't have the auger attachment for this machine, so we're doing stuff different. is. That's fine. A little down, just a little? Yeah. There we go. Coming together. Don't look too bad. I know. Pine log on top. Whatever. Do it yourself involves free stuff. Down. Down just a touch. Right there. Look good, huh? I need to come out here yet and leaf blow. Get the chunks and stuff off here. Dropped that rock there and a beer bottle fell out of it. What the deal was there. Got all that set up. Moved my political sign back, the Brandon unit. And, well, got this new fence put in right here. Feels pretty good. That was a good little weekend project. Big X got up in there. Went ahead and blocked that off with my mobile fence. I know what you guys are probably thinking is, well, if I had that fence over there started, why didn't I finish it? Well, just, I honestly haven't had any time. We mill our own lumber up. That was some leftover stuff that I just snagged one day. Somebody came and picked it up. It was actually a client order. But then my buddy Tavitt, he ordered me a bunch of these little, I don't remember what they're called. They're supposed to be good, durable little hedge bush things that grow like 3 feet a year. Well, we put those in every 9 feet. So I know we got like 100 and something of them down that whole fence line over there as well. So those things hopefully come up in here later on down the line. I don't really want to put equipment up here. The dog's down there squeaking something. Boom! What are you doing? Well, I wouldn't mind putting, you know, a second house or something on the property up here. Maybe a rental or something like that, because I don't care to put anything up here. It's too close to the road, and the house is 1,000 feet that way. So let's go down here and see what we're working with. Got just mountains of projects. Uncle Mark picked up an oil filter for me. He's doing a head gasket job on his rig. Free boat over here is getting new upholstery. Parked a Cabelco back over there. That needs pretty much reworked. Flat tire on the side get rig right there. New lift. Oh, I need to post that video right there. Thought we had a timing chain issue on this little go-kart, and it ended up being a combustion issue with head gasket issue. So that's what we're working with. This little 2.5 gallon Rotella T4, you know, the normal diesel oil stuff that I pretty much run that in all of it. These normally work good on like a second gen, because that's all you need. You just dump one in there. But these newer trucks and tractors, this one's not really super new now, but it seems like everything requires a 3 gallon thing instead of a 2.5 gallon. So instead of one jug doing the job. So this thing is getting, I mean, it's not too high in hours, but I'm gonna knock out a little bit of extended life in this thing. Boone! You squeaker! Good boy. Okay. This stuff is some syrupy junk right here. I only put like a quart of this in there. It's not a high mile truck that sees extended high RPMs, but look at that stuff. Okay. Jeez. Get off there. It's like one of those candles that don't go out. Left a little bit of regular oil in there so it'll help it get on in there. Also run the Wix filter. I know that sounds appropriate for what's his name, I don't remember, but that is just what Napa carries that actually fits this machine, and it barely fits in there. It's just too big of a filter, which I guess could be good or bad, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, grease it, and we're done for the day. Do I run this oil in the tractor, but apparently I wear it also. Both new and used stuff. Not too high on the oil, but I'll run a little extra in it. I end up getting on a lot of steep slopes with this machine. See how much oil I had in the old girl. Did dump the filter in here too. It was time. It was time to change the oil, I'll say that. This old girl could have used a little bit extra oil. She's right there at the top. So I dumped the 2.5 in there. And that extra quart of that high mile stuff. This stuff's really, really good for opposite of fire suppression. This stuff really, you need something burned, use Rotella. Got a nail in this old girl. Had to put a little plug action in it. Come on. I definitely need new tires would be ideal. But need to drive it, even if I ordered tires right now. Can't run around on a flat. My uncle over there was saying he hasn't had any good luck with tire plugs. Have you guys? This thing's probably got a plug or two in every tire. It goes places it probably shouldn't. Yeah, he says he doesn't know how to use one. Yeah, you got to put them in the hole for them to work.
Watching, didn't film an outro, but I'm gonna let you guys kick back and watch Callahan riding shotgun with me in the Cabelco. Pretty neat. The kid just sat there, 1 year old. He just sat there entertained watching, didn't move, just sat there watching, having fun, running the machine with me. Good boy. Thank you guys. See you on the next one.